Fuck y'all niggas talk about, man. Y'all niggas don't know what the fuck I be doing, man. I be working.
Cinco de Mayo weekend, we got Saul Canelo Alvarez fighting Jaime Munguia for Canelo's undisputed titles at 168 pounds. Now guys, don't let this ducking talk get to you. This is a great fight. Both of these guys are going to come in to fight. Both of these guys are going to come in to win. Jaime Munguia just came off a great performance off of John Ryder. John Ryder, who gave Canelo a really hard fight, who beat Danny Jacobs, who had a close fight with Callum Smith. So basically, yeah, John Ryder was a really good fighter, solid fighter, willing to go 12 rounds every time. And Jaime Munguia knocked him out and made it look easy. Now, I think Jaime Munguia is a great fighter, but I think Saul Canelo Alvarez is going to take this fight, and I think he's going to beat Munguia by knockout. Now, both of these guys show a really good jab, but I have to say Canelo Alvarez's jab is on another level. It's a little bit sharper, it's a little bit more deceiving, and it works like a stiff jab. I recall him hitting Jamal Charlo constantly with that left jab. Now, Munguia has made some tweaks in his game with Freddie Roach, and he's learned to double up on that jab and follow up with a straight right after that too. But I do think his jab is just a little bit lazier. He is the longer, taller fighter, but I think he's a little bit lazier with that jab, and he might get a little bit careless. He might be susceptible to a counter. Canelo knows how to slip and counter a jab really well. And if it comes down to a jabbing contest, I think Canelo's jab is superior. Both Canelo and Munguia showed a really good right hand, really good lead right hand against John Ryder, a mutual opponent who was a lefty. They were both able to drop John Ryder with the right hand. Of course, Munguia was able to stop him, but I believe, just like the jab, Canelo's straight right hand is a little more dynamic, is a little more faster to the target, and he mixes it up well with the straight right to the body as well. I don't think we're going to see Munguia throw many right hands because he knows Canelo is going to counter it. Canelo also has a really good counter right, in which I could see landing for him all night against Munguia. So we can look for Munguia trying to set up the right hand with the jab and his distance, and Canelo using his defense to negate it. Now this fight is going to get really interesting once it gets on the inside, because I think Jaime Munguia is very clumsy on the inside. He's very susceptible to getting hit with short hooks, like we saw in the Derevyanchenko fight. But we know Munguia's a dog. We know he likes to work on the inside as well. You know, he likes to get his shots in. He likes to throw punches. He likes to get in there and rough you up. Canelo being the fighter with the shorter reach, I think if this fight gets close on the inside, during those exchanges, I see Munguia getting touched up by a lot of Canelo hooks. Now, this may also not go well for Munguia either, because Derevyanchenko and John Ryder are two really good fighters, but they do not have the same power punch as Canelo Alvarez. I believe Canelo's punches are a bit sharper than they are, and if he catches Munguia clean, he might be out cold. Now, Freddie Roach has done a really good job with Jaime Munguia in his last fight. In their first fight working together, I noticed Munguia was managing his distance really well against John Ryder. Whenever he was throwing that jab or double jab, he was either backing up or coming forward, depending on where John Ryder's momentum was taking him. I see Munguia using his distance in this fight, or at least trying to use his distance in this fight too. But I think Canelo's footwork is a little bit underrated. I think he's sneaky. I think he knows how to stalk his opponents going forward. He shows really good feints. So we'll see who manages the distance better once the fight gets into the later rounds. Now I think Jaime Munguia is tailor-made for Canelo Alvarez. I think Jaime Munguia resorts to fighting, coming forward, and being careless. He's very clumsy on the inside, and he's not very defensively responsible. I see Canelo having many moments of offensive outbursts. We're going to see him throwing many combinations in this fight. We're going to see him going to the body, touching Munguia to the body, something a lot of other opponents haven't done yet. And ultimately, I see Canelo Alvarez winning this fight by knockout.